hull, the superstructure, which provides the shield and the armor and the protection for the other components, the machinery, the equipment, and the weapons and sensors. And it is this hull, it is the float component that is maintained by the naval architects, by the shipwrights, and all those who train in the school. With the efforts put in by our naval designers, constructors, the DRDO, as well as the industry, it is a matter of great pride, and it would make every Indian proud to learn that our warships, including our first aircraft carrier Vikrant, is being constructed with Indian steel. INS Vishwakarma is a very unique establishment, which is looked after by two commanders-in-chiefs. The Southern Naval Command for its training role, and the Eastern Naval Command because of its location for the administrative role. And here I will take the opportunity to commend every sailor and officer of the Shipwright School, and indeed every sailor, officer and civilian of the Eastern Naval Command for the great spirit that they have displayed in battling the devastation in the aftermath of Super Cyclone Hudhud. Exactly 1 year ago, when I drove through this specific area, it appeared like a devastation zone. There was no roof which was intact, and most of the trees were uprooted. Indeed, it seemed like an impossible task that we would be able to restore this prior to the International Fleet Review. But then, as I realized, and as you all have realized, that the word impossible does not exist in the dictionary of the East Naval Command. Each and every person have risen to the occasion, joined hands, and put back the command and Visakhapatnam and the East Naval Command location to its pristine glory and restored the green cover in the entire area. As we now get ready for the mega event of the International Fleet Review, I am sure that every personnel of the command, officers, sailors, civilians, the naval community, will all join hands with people of Visakhapatnam, the city of destiny, to ensure that the International Fleet Review, February 2016, will be a resounding success. INS Vishwakarma, in its training role, has a major responsibility to ensure that we instill the highest standards of hull keeping, maintenance, naval architect in the officers and sailors who undergo training here. The establishment has been named after the legendary craftsman and master architect Vishwakarma, and I'm sure the name will inspire all those who train in this alma mater to continue to strive for excellence and never allow routine mediocrity to become their standard. To the commanding officer and the ship's company and the training staff, I would like to say that you have a very heavy responsibility on your shoulders to ensure that the quality of hull training, the quality of architect training, the quality to the shipwrights training is of the highest order. The hull and the superstructure are the most important part of a ship. Indeed, the life of a ship is determined by the condition of a hull. If a hull deteriorates, the ship has to be decommissioned early. Therefore, you need to make sure that we imbibe the best practices and set the highest standards in the officers and sailors who pass out through this establishment. Your efforts will be visible on the state of our hull on board our ships and submarines a few years from now. And as the naval architects who pass out from this establishment excel in their specialist field, it will also project the correct image of the Navy as a designer and a builder's Navy. I'm sure that all of you will execute every task allocated with alacrity and elan, and bring glory to the name of your establishment, to your command, and keep the flag of the Navy and the nation always flying high. Jai Hind.